Alright, so today was a USD bank holiday. Most traders stay out, but I caught two winning trades on gold anyways. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. So banks were closed today. Liquidity was low and most traders stay out, but gold gold was still moving. We had some range period, as you can see. We have some range period, like we have like a range here, we have like a push here, then we have like another range right here. Gold was still active, so I just waited for some liquidity grab, breakout of the ranges. I wait for entry confirmation before I enter my trades. But in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how I got my entries, where my stop loss was, and where my TP was, and show you like explain to you the reason behind the trade. But let me remove all these lines. Let me explain the idea behind the first entry. So it was some weak entry buys off the 5 minute candle. As you can see, entry is on the candle wick, and it was around 8:15. We take some weak entry buys and we forward up and we fill the range. But let me give you like the idea behind the trade. So when I forward on, I realize market did a range, as I can see right. So um we in our range, and after our range we break out of the range right here. We push down and we break out the range and we grab liquidity. So after we break out the range and price push back up and we close back into the range, you see this bullish candle right here. We push back up and we close back into the range. Them two bullish candle here. After we get a closure back into the range and we grab liquidity, close back into the range. So instantly me know say yo, after manipulation, hold on, let me go back. Yeah, so instantly me know say yo, after manipulation, we're gonna have a continuation. So if price a range, we have like a range, we break out of the range, me never take no sales, me wait until price close back into the range. After that, me look for buys going up towards the range fill. So let me show you. This like you would have like a level right here. This would be like the support level. Most a glitch. That would have been like the support level. And would I say yo we have resistance right here. So when my forward and we with a range, after the range, I realize the price push down. As I can see, we push down and we break out of the range. After we break out of the range, we close back into the range. So you could have called this like you could have called this a manipulation. This right here, so you could have called that a manipulation. After consolidation, a manipulation. So instantly, as soon as the candle, this bullish candle close back into the range, this bullish candle close back into the range. Next candle open up, push down first for a bottom wick. My market execute weak entry buys. Get entries off the candle wick, the candle flip. And the reason why I may have my TP right here, so because that's like the next closest resistance. So if me have one line right here, so you could have say yo if price close above, put one next line right here, so if price close above, say yo this are the range we're in from from 41 from 41.83 to 41.82. If price break above, which this bullish candle did, we did break above. When this 5 minute candle open up, we push down first. My market execute buys for a weak entry because I expect this 5 minute candle to flip bullish and fill the range. And why? Because we just have, as I said earlier, we just have like a consolidation after price range. Then we print a fake out right here. You see this candle fall down with a small wick. Can't even draw a proper candle, but you get the idea. Candle fall down with a small wick and then we push back up. Obviously I have multiple candles, but you get the idea. So when we get like a closure back into the range, because remember we have like a level right here. When we get a closure back into the range and the bullish candle and this bullish candle right here, as soon as this candle open up, push down first, market execute buys, price push straight up and fill the range. So that was like what? I think that was like a 30 pip range. Yeah, that was a 30 pip range, 36 to be exact. So make 36 pips off of that trade there. And my stop loss was on breaker structure, cause think about it. let me remove them and show them like the idea behind the stop loss. Alright, I'm gonna put them back. The stop loss was on breaker structure because as you can see, we have a level right here. As I said earlier, we have a level right here. So if price we fall back, we tap this level, we push up bullish. So if price fall back down and we start to push down, candles start to print bearish, and now we in drawdown after we get activated. Now we in drawdown after we get activated, and this 15-minute can go weak. If we did just start forward down bearish, my stop loss, the reason I'm putting my stop loss right here, child, because this would be breaker structure. 39, not 39, 41.24. If price push all the way down to here and break this level right here, as you can see, if you look left, we have this wick right here where price stop and was able to push straight up from. So if price push back straight down and break this level right here, then would say, yo, price break structure, we should head down further. And that's our price basically. That's what price basically do. As you can see, as soon as it break this level right here, we head straight down. So this was just breaker structure, chat. Like me have my stop loss on the breaker structure, just the major level. So that was the idea behind the stops and the idea behind the entry. Hope it never too confusing. Oh yeah, and by the way, stops was only 163 pips. That's not too bad because on average my stop loss is 250 pips on average. So on days like this one, me only have 160 pips stop loss. That's not too bad. So yeah, that was the idea behind the stops. Have stop span breaker structure, because if we break this level, price should head down further. Now the buy idea is completely invalid. So that was the idea behind the stops. The stops was on breaker structure because if we break this level right here, would I expect price to continue down further. So now let's go ahead and look at the second trade and how I caught it in this same bank holiday session. Alright, so I'm going to explain this trade from like the 15-minute time frame so you have a better understanding. So I had a level right here. I think I had another level right here. I had another level right. Hold on. I had another level right here. So the idea behind all these levels that I have marked up and the idea behind the trade is that we're pushing down, we're bearish at the moment. As you can see, we break out the range, we're pushing down, we're bearish at the moment. But while we're pushing down bearish, it wasn't just a straight pop down like this. Like this candle, it wasn't just a straight pop down. It wasn't just a straight pop down. On its way down, we print like lower highs, we print structure on its way down. So remember, this is the 15-minute time frame. So if you go on the 5-minute time frame, a lower time frame, this bearish candle right here that just pops straight down is like on the smaller time frame, we print structure on the way down. So we never just push straight down, we print structure, we print a lower high here, print a lower high, we print another lower high. After we print lower highs on the way down, this candle open up and we print a low first. And after we print a low, I think this candle flip back bullish and then we print a high. So when the candle print a low and flip back bullish, me put pretend this is a candle. Me put the me put sell stop on the rebreak of the candle low while the candle was bullish. So the candle push bullish, print a high, and then we flip back bearish. And once we rebreak it slow right here, once we rebreak the candle low, this was my entry and the rebreak of the lows. And we push straight down and we fill the range and me exit on the range fill. But yeah, the idea behind the levels for the cells, like the cell, like how I get these levels mark up, it was off the 30-minute time frame, 4109 to 4105. It was off the 30-minute time frame. That's how I get these levels. If I look at the 30-minute time frame, let me just remove these lines. If I look at the 30-minute time frame, as you can see, we have like a level right here. Because if you look left at these candles, we have like a bear rejection, like on this level right here. You see me? So that's how I get the level at 4105. Once price pushed down and we tap this level, I'm out. That was my TP area because in the past we was able to reject from the same level. If I look left, we was able to reject from the same level chart. So you can see we get a bunch of rejection from this level, 4105, and yeah, then we start to push back up. So that's how we get the level. Once we break this level chart, the level we have at 4107. Once we break this level, if you look left, we have clean range going down. Like this bearish candle, remember I'm telling you, we have structure on the way down. It wasn't just one straight push down. If you drop down to like the 5 minute candle or the minute time frame, you're going to realize we print structure on the way down. When price push down, me execute sells on the 5 minute candle lows. I think, as I said, it was a rebreak of the 5 minute candle lows. My TP was based off of like the next resistance, the next closest resistance. So you had put up, you had remember these levels I have to the left. So that's why I did have my level right here, chat. And that was like my entry. Entry was at 4107. TP was at 4105. And I think that was also like a 30 pip range. Let me measure the range. Yeah, that was 35 pips to be exact. So that was the idea behind behind both trades today. The stop loss on this trade was at 41.20, and the reason for that is because if price break if price push up and break above this level chart, you see what price at right now currently. If we should get a closure above 41.20, would expect price continue up. If we should get a closure above the range after a retest, would expect price continue up. So that's why my stops did that. So it's just basically break a structure. Once we break this level, we're now into a new range because we have a level from right here towards right here. So these are the new range that we're in once we break above this level. But price, we're going close in like 30 seconds. So yeah, chat, that was the idea behind the stop loss. Break a structure once we break above here, we're now breaking into a new range. So now the trade would be invalid. So that's why I'm put my stops right there. But yeah, 60 pips on the bank holiday. We end off the day with 60 pips. I think the first trade was like 30 and the second trade was like 35. So probably end off the day with like 65 pips or something like that. Both trades work because I waited for confirmation, stay disciplined even on a bank holiday. And look, chat, you see we break above the level and gold pushing straight back up. Remember, I'm telling my stop loss was right here. And if we break above, if we start to close above the range, the next level, the next resistance would be right here. So that's what price is doing right now as we speak. We break above the level, we close above the level, and we push straight up. So that was the idea behind my stop loss. While me I explain it clearly as I can see, wasn't once price break above 41.20, we head straight up towards 41.24. So yeah, that's why my stops was right here. You basically break a structure. If we break this level, we should push straight up. But as I'm say, both trades work because my wait for confirmation, stay disciplined even on a bank holiday, and watch for liquidity grabs and watch for fake out. Like if the market consolidate, we usually get a manipulation after that and then a continuation as I'm showing earlier. So just watch out for stuff like that. You usually want to avoid range 2 breakout. And yeah, that is it for today's trades. Thanks for watching. I'll be going live tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We live trade on YouTube every morning. So yeah, just drop a like if you enjoy the video and see you on stream.